Educating a dog can be very easy, as long as we focus on understanding instead of judging. In order to achieve this goal, we need to understand the meaning of the dog's behavior and the process it takes for them to learn and memorize. We need to understand how their brain works and their needs, recognize their capacities and their limitations, and only then try to show them the way. Welcome to a pleasant and beneficial way to educate and teach tasks to your dog. This is Natural Dog Teaching, and I'm Tomas Spiegel. Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you guys a very simple way to litter train a puppy. This might actually work with adult dogs, but only if they are of a small breed, of a small size. With older dogs, this can be kind of messy if they haven't been house trained yet. When your puppy is growing up, if you let him wander free around the house with no supervision, he might urinate or evacuate wherever he pleases. And that might make it more difficult in the future for you to house train him. So although it's very important to provide human contact and also lots of interaction with its environment, it's very important that you supervise the puppy when he's around the house, the first stages of education. Whenever we are not around to help the puppy learn what he can and what he cannot do, having a separate place to put him is a great asset in educating them. This separate enclosure is temporary, and as the puppy grows old, he will gain more freedom and spend less time inside the separate enclosure. You're going to need a small room or enclosure, something like a bathroom, and or you can buy those small fences on the pet store and build a small enclosure for your dog. I'm going to be using a small room that I have available in my house. It's actually a bit big for a puppy, but if it's the only thing that I have, this is what I'll be going to use to house him whenever I'm not close to him. In order to help us teach the puppy where to go to the bathroom, we're going to be using two natural characteristics that are common to most of the dogs. The first one is that dogs will actually look for a specific type of floor to associate with the bathroom with that place. What I mean is, he's actually feeling the floor, the texture and the softness of the floor to know if that's the right place to go to the bathroom. Most people think they're looking for a place, but they're actually evaluating where they're stepping on. After the puppy has learned the texture, the floor where he should go to the bathroom on, you can use that to make him understand that he needs to go to a specific place. And you can also use that material to show him that other places can be used as bathroom as well. The second characteristic we're going to be using is the fact that most puppies prefer to urinate and defecate as far as possible from where they eat, drink and sleep. With that in mind, we're going to set the enclosure like this. I'm going to leave one side the bed and the water bowl, and this is also where I'm going to feed him. And on the rest of the enclosure, I'm going to put, I'm using newspaper because for me it's easy and cheap to get. I'm going to put newspaper all over the floor. If you have puppies that play a lot, you can also spray some water on the floor before you put the newspaper on top of it, and it will make kind of a temporary glue to the newspaper on the floor. I also like to leave some space open close to the door. So whenever I open it, I don't have the risk of... Actually, the dog will sometimes do his duties around here, but usually when he starts to use the newspaper, I will be able to open the door and have a clean spot to enter and to open and close the door. After a couple of days, what I'll do is I'll start to take out some of the pieces of newspaper and make the area smaller. So I might take out these at first, just leave them here, but they'll... and leave it a couple of of days like this. Then after that, I make it even shorter. And go on like this as the dog progresses and develops his ability to evacuate and to urinate on top of the newspaper. Eventually, you will end up with something like this. Of course, the space you need, the size of the bathroom that you need, will also be related to the dog you have. So if you have a large breed, you will need a big bathroom. It's very important that the bathroom has enough size for the dog, for the puppy to use it without stepping on dirty spots. So keep it clean all the time. Every time you see he urinated or defecated anywhere, you clean that spot. Use proper products so you don't leave any kind of germs and things that can lead to diseases.